Change is something that you can see it in nature, you can see it in the trees, in the weather.
It's definitely a process, right? It's ongoing. It has a time aspect to it.
If you take that definition of something is different than it was before, like every single second is different than it was before, so anything is change.
Change for me is occurring every day and it's unstoppable in a way.
Mass change is definitely something that happens little by little, very gradual.
But I don't think the question is very much about the definition of what change is. It's more about the degree or the direction where change should go.
We can lead change somewhere, we can influence it.
Take it into your own hands. So you can change people's lives by talking to them, by exchanging energies.
Change is happening. Therefore, it's either going to project negative externalities or positive externalities. So yes, there is a need to pursue the positive externalities, but
if you're needed by somebody, for example, they ask you for a favor and it'll cost you 10 minutes of your time during the day, but it'll make a big difference for this person, why not take the time?
An active positive change is necessary to not just see our planet deteriorating.
It needs to go into certain directions, and I think we, as actors, choose that.
But starting with just racism, wars, environment.
So many things, the way that society is structured, the way that we have to eat, the way that we have to dress, things, consumerism, all of these things, when you grow up in them, I feel like it doesn't allow for the human mind to expand beyond that.
Maybe we're not really trying to understand what's happening, we're just kind of stuck with what we've been taught and what we hear every day on the news, and this creates kind of like a gap between people.
I think that we need to help each other become free of the thoughts that choke us and the things that do not let us change for the better.
We talk a lot about the big powers and big influence and governments, but at the end of the day it's people, right? So I think people need to be more, need to have more access to education, because only then we can have better choices, take better choices.
Education should have a stronger aspect of also reflection and of like understanding who you are as a person.
It's a lot more standardized, and people cannot be individuals, and people are not treated as individuals either.
right now volume and increasing volume as much as possible is the overarching theme. And we're losing, I think, sight of quality.
Everyone has different interests in a country, in a neighborhood, in a community, in the economy. And that is usually what inhibits change, because everyone is getting something different out of a current system. And while something is hurting one person, it is doing great for the other person.
If there are things that are inhibiting change, it's not change itself, but it's inhibiting people's desire to make change be different. And that would be really the limits we have, mainly economic limits that most people have.
The biggest inhibitor of change is the way that things are structured, and you really need to come up with solutions that everyone can get something out of.
It's connected to infrastructure, I think.
For me, the strongest inhibitor of change is the closeness of the human mind.
People don't even dare to dream about change because they're so used to just going with the flow, because it is scary to go against it.
No one individual can drive change by himself. The ability, the power to deliver change comes from unity.
There's this African proverb and it says, sticks in a bundle are unbreakable.
You have the possibility to change whatever you want within your life.